Have you ever checked your spare change and thought maybe, just maybe, one of those coins could be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a simple 1976 bicentennial quarter, yes, that coin with the drummer on the back, could be worth up to $99,000, or even as high as $176,000. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. Some rare error versions of this coin have sold for massive money, and today, we're diving into why. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you might be racing to check your own quarters. Now, here's the backstory. In 1976, to celebrate 200 years of American independence, the U.S. Mint made special quarters with the dates 1776 to 1976. Instead of the usual eagle on the back, these coins have a colonial drummer boy, a special design just for the bicentennial. They were struck in large numbers, so most of them are only worth 25 cents. But a few special ones, rare error coins, were made by mistake or struck in unusual ways. Those mistakes are what make them super valuable. Some of these rare quarters were made with no mint mark when they should have had one. For example, quarters made in Denver usually have a small D on the front, and those from San Francisco have an S. If your coin is missing a mint mark, especially if it's a silver proof, you might be holding a valuable coin. These no mint mark quarters are very rare, and collectors go crazy for them. Some of them have sold for $5,000, others for $25,000. And a few are rumored to have gone for over $100,000. Another rare type is the double die error. That's when the coin is struck twice by the press, making some of the letters or numbers look like they have shadows or are doubled. If you see doubling on words like liberty, or in God we trust, or even the date, that might be a double die. These coins can be worth thousands. One sold for over $8,000, and collectors are willing to pay even more if the coin is in great condition. Some of the best ones could sell for $15,000 or even closer to $99,000 in top condition. Now let's talk about something even weirder. Coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. Planchets are the blank metal discs used to make coins. Sometimes, a quarter is accidentally made using a planchet meant for a penny, a dime, or even a foreign coin. These mistakes are extremely rare. If you find a quarter that feels lighter or looks off in color, it might be one of these wrong planchet coins. One of these sold for over $25,000. And if it's a unique case or in perfect condition, it could be worth more, maybe even over $115,000. There are also coins with mistakes like off-center strikes. That's when the design isn't centered on the coin, and part of it is missing or looks shifted. The more off-center the coin is, the more it's usually worth, especially if you can still see the date. A heavily off-center bicentennial quarter with a visible date can be worth thousands. Some very dramatic errors like this have gone for tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine finding one of those in your change. Another rare mistake is called a brockage. That's when the coin gets stuck during the minting process and another coin presses into it, leaving a mirror image on one side. Brockages are super rare and can be worth big money. Some of these have sold for over $40,000. And in wild cases where the error is really dramatic or clear, collectors could offer well over $100,000. Yes, for a quarter. There are also silver bicentennial quarters. Most quarters are made of copper and nickel, but some proof coins from San Francisco were struck in 40% silver. These silver quarters are worth more than face value already. A high-grade silver proof quarter sold for over $19,000. And if it's a rare version with an error too, like a double die or missing mint mark, that price can shoot up. One of these special silver errors could be worth close to $99,000 or more, especially if graded in near perfect condition. So how do you know if you have one of these rare coins? First, check the date. It should say 1776 to 1976. Then, look closely at the front and back. Is anything missing, like the mint mark? Do the words or numbers look doubled? Is the design off-center or strange? Does the coin feel lighter or heavier than normal? If you answer yes to any of those, you might be holding a treasure. You can take your coin to a coin dealer, or better yet, send it to a coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you what it's worth and give it a grade. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. People often find rare coins like this in old collections, from grandparents, in rolls of quarters from the bank, or just sitting in change jars. These quarters are out there, and finding one could change your life. Just think, someone once paid $176,000 for a rare bicentennial quarter with a major error. And if it happened once, it could happen again. The coin market is wild. As more collectors hunt for these rare errors, prices can keep going up. Now here's the exciting part: go check your change. Seriously. Look through your coins. That dusty jar sitting in your kitchen could be hiding gold. Not real gold, but you know what I mean. That humble quarter could be a jackpot if it's the right kind. And even if it's not, just the thrill of the hunt is worth it. So next time you get change at the store, take a quick look. You don't need to be a coin expert to spot something unusual. Just remember what to look for: double dies, off-center strikes, missing mint marks, wrong metal, and anything that just looks strange. If it looks wee. Have you ever checked your spare change and thought maybe, just maybe, one of those coins could be worth a fortune? What if I told you that a simple 1976 bicentennial quarter